Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bad Movie Night Podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight is a very special night. I am loud, apparently. Aaron has braced his ears for impact. And that's because I am excited, because tonight we are talking about the new Neil Breen classic that is Cade, The Tortured Crossing.
Cade, the Tortured Crossing.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good voice.
That actually sounds a little like JD Buffington.
Yes.
That's a little too much inflection in it.
Yeah, there we go.
I am Cade, and I am crossing.
That's
And
of
I'm
course.
tortured.
AI torture from the future.
This movie did not have a lot of monologue voiceovers.
Well, Spiff.
Oh, save it for
Why
I'm
can't you
just saying.
just...
Are we starting
ever-
bingo yet? Because that was
Why-
a castle.
Oh my god!
I don't have. Oh, I do.
We have to talk about these things.
So we have a couple
doesn't say
things.
talk.
Couple things tonight. One, Lindsay unfortunately couldn't make the podcast. She'll be here next week.
She's with us in the comments.
With us in the
stuck.
comments.
In a mental hospital.
Here.
She's right here, always with us, and
Somebody said she
forever in
turned
our
into a
hearts and
tiger.
minds.
I don't know.
How is that
Yeah.
not on the bingo?
We'll get into it.
Right here.
Second thing, we're playing Bringo. Neil Bringo.
Oh,
Okay,
that.
so everybody has their own bingo card on the podcast right now, and whoever wins, AJ gives a prize, which I don't
think I won a prize.
I don't think I
know.
won.
you sure you don't want a prize? Because the prize is a sweet Neil Breen T-shirt.
Oh,
Getting excited now, huh?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Did you
That's
design
right.
that shit? It's
it
badass.
automatically belongs to me. That was a female model.
People say I have a very shapely figure, so I'm just saying.
The version that I have is a black T-shirt, not white like this, but it's pretty
Okay.
cool.
Oh no,
That's pretty
White
badass.
t-shirts
Yeah,
are
but
awful.
wait, did you get it for yourself?
No, I will mail it to you. You just have to tell me what
Yeah,
size
but what
you are.
size
for
is
the
that?
winners.
Okay, that's
Whatever
what I
you
was
want.
gonna-
Yeah.
I'm not wearing some AJ size.
Extra
Yeah, small.
Oh, no.
I got
That'd be
I
awesome.
got girth. Okay, there's girth under this.
I'm like
Sausage
four
and
of
a
you
casing.
combined. Come on now.
Yeah, so
All right.
so Neil Breen bingo. I think the way we play it is if we talk about it as mentioned within the podcast as like a conversation piece of your card, you can mark it.
But are you allowed to manipulate the card and steer the conversation into certain ways?
I mean, sure.
And then the religious themes in the gene editing.
Oh, I have religious themes.
I mean, if you want to play dirty, I mean, yeah.
All right, cool. We also have, I guess, a message to show before the show. So let's do that, and then we'll get into AJ's premisal.
Message. Okay.
Yeah, from the future.
Hello, it's Chris Breen, the AI-generated alien love child of Neil Breen and Chris Rubert. Why didn't AJ come to my father's new movie? What an asshole. Isn't that corrupt? Anyways, enjoy the show.
That was very.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, just curious how the AI face swap would work, and that's what it
Yeah.
produced. It was like a
Pretty
young,
cool.
sexy Breen.
Was it?
I mean, I
Maybe
He's
it's
kind of
twin.
ape-like. I don't know.
It was a more
A
brainy
long
Chris.
face.
It's like a monkey Breen.
he's. I mean, not to discount his sexiness, which we'll get into in depth tonight. So we're talking about Cade, the Tortured Crossing. We all on the show, except for AJ, journeyed out to see a premiere of the film. AJ, of course, does what AJ does, flakes out on things.
I have a question, AJ. Did you watch the movie?
I almost got a copy of it, but I did not. There was one copy on YouTube, and they took it down too quickly for me to grab it.
No.
I was trying desperately.
You have to
tried.
see it. Oh man.
So what are you going to do during this episode, AJ?
Well, that's why I made the bingo card. and I thought
Monitor
I'd go for a little
bingo.
game. Yeah,
Okay.
That's
I'll
why.
just
That's
monitor-
why the bingo doesn't.
I'm
have
glad
much
you
to do
showed
with
up,
the
my
movie.
friend. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Honestly, you were here last week. You watched the trailer. If you watched the trailer, you essentially watched the movie. We'll get into it, though.
Cool.
No, the trailer did not have any tigers, Chris.
So, AJ,
Neither does my bingo card.
you didn't see the movie.
Because
But
he
would
didn't
you...
see the movie.
Oh no!
It's all right. I've
It's
seen
also
enough
missing
Green.
another
I'm pretty
key
sure
thing,
I
but
couldn't.
I'll save that for
grasp it.
later on.
All right, AJ, give us a premise hole for the movie you didn't see. AJ, what is Cade the Torture
right.
Crossing about?
Cade restores an old mysterious mental asylum.
Not really. What are you
He
doing
takes
with
it
my
upon
money?
himself to turn the patients into warriors of justice.
Nope.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
Boy, well,
Will he
eventually.
find the mystical white tiger?
Yes.
It was not.
I kind of found
We
it.
didn't really
Yeah.
find it.
Or will he be stuck forever in a repetitive fight sequence?
That's
That's pretty legit. Yeah.
Find out in the exciting conclusion of Cade, the Torture Crossing.
Oh boy.
That's the best premise from somebody that's never seen a movie ever. That's great.
It's not far off either.
It's
Yeah,
not.
I read some
Yes.
reviews. I got ideas.
I mean, I feel like that may be what you could say is the movie on paper, but the experience is something different altogether.
That was so
It's fair.
We'll get to it, Smith. You'll have your time to bring out. All right. First, though, we must delve into Aaron's history hole and get a little context for the movie and the year it was released. So here we go. I just got a screener for the last Tom Sizemore movie, and it looks
Really?
terrible. But we can watch it over the show if you want.
I mean, Tommy Knockers was pretty awful.
Oh boy, it was.
Oh, no, this is next level worse than that. I assume by Aaron's lack of face changing anything, he did not do anything for the history hole.
This movie was released 2 weeks ago by Neil Breen for
what?
an undisclosed amount of money.
2023.
We watched it in some place called Amahalas,
Amadeus.
and
Rock me, Amadeus.
I don't know what you want me to talk about. It features Neil Breen and some random assholes.
It was
And,
written,
like, 6
directed,
other people.
produced, special effects, and music all by Neil Breen.
Yeah.
Wow.
So some other movies released this week. Who the fuck knows?
Oh, there was a new one that came out and it knocked Barbie out of the #1 spot.
Oh, what was it?
What was it?
I forget.
Ploppenheimer.
I'm gonna search movies. Is that a good search?
Oh my God! You were
Bing
That is
search.
not a
Bing.
good
Look at all the
If I'm
Bing
Bing,
points.
Did you
Probably
search?
not.
Did you
You're
search
Bing
Bing?
movies.
Did you just Bing for movies? That's what you did.
I just searched movies on Bing and it's just listing random movies.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
because it's Bing.
Terminator.
Movies released this week.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Smith!
So that wraps up your history hole
it
for this
was-
week. See you next week.
It was the Gran Turismo movie. That's what it was.
How do you make a movie about a
Yeah.
About a
racing
car
video
driving
game?
game?
No,
wasn't the
It's
Blue
about
Beetle?
it's about a person who played Gran Turismo to become a real racer.
Oh, that is
And it's a
happening.
true
That's
story.
good.
It's a true
Yeah.
story.
Yeah,
that's
I heard
definitely
about
good.
that guy.
Inspired by a true story. I don't
That's
It's a
cool.
great game.
Based.
Inspired by actual events.
Speaking of inspired by actual events, Cade the Tortured Crossing, one can only assume, is
At the
as
Emmaus
well
Theater.
at the Emmaus Theater, which we can talk about our experience going to the old Emmaus, which is a rural town, in which case I expected dinner to be relatively cheap. Okay. And I picked a place called the Burger Barn, which sounds like fucking ridiculous. And I go, and I'm with Steph, and we order a burger, and it just comes
one
with a
split.
burger, and it costs $20, and no fries, no fixins, nothing.
$20.
$20.
Glad we didn't go there, Aaron.
No, we watched shitty cheesesteaks.
Yeah,
that
we
had
got
zero
terrible
flavor.
cheesesteaks at Morty's.
That
Morty's
town-
Steaks.
I had popcorn from the.
You had the stale popcorn.
That was the popcorn.
Stale.
It was $3, and it was all I had
The
had to
popcorn
eat
was
since
bad.
Wow.
lunch
It was
at
pretty bad.
10:30. So
That
tasted
town.
wonderful.
Hopefully Neil
What
gets
a-
some of that money.
What a godforsaken city. Almost as bad as Harrisburg. Not quite as bad.
On a cool note, though, they were having like a Music Friday jam thing in the middle of the square of the town
Yeah, they
square.
were playing STP.
They played Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh, yeah.
90s
There
rock.
was a
I mean, what else are you gonna
car
play?
show, so we
all
were
the
part
old
of a
people.
parade
Yeah,
going
there was a
from
parade.
Oh, was it a
Macungie
car
to
show?
Emmaus.
Hey.
Macungie.
Wow.
So back to the movie.
But the theater going experience, it was a relatively full theater.
Huge
It
part
was
of it.
very, yeah, it was almost
Yeah,
sold out,
Lindsay, I would say it was like 75-80%.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
and
it only one
um,
screening they
It
were
was a very
doing?
deep, narrow theater.
Yeah.
you walk in, there's just one theater right
Much
there.
like
essentially.
Aaron's history.
There's a
horror.
wall. You walk around the wall, and there's
Deep and narrow?
I don't know. Yeah, there was how many rows were there? Maybe like 25?
I don't
But it was like
wasn't-
8 rows,
was really
8 seats
long.
across. Yeah.
It wasn't angled enough, so you couldn't really see that well.
And there was that person next to us who kept laughing like,
oh,
Okay. That was the
Aaron.
best thing ever. It was not me, but it made me laugh my ass off. I knew it was coming. I know, oh God, they're going to do...
Maybe maybe
I started dying because I
They
knew they
sound
were
like-
going to do it.
Did they have a medical condition or something?
no,
they were maybe
it was
called
just-
walrus.
Yeah. Cuckoo.
They were a walrus.
Yes,
Walrus
Lindsay,
person.
that is correct. I think that is a huge part that I was missing from seeing Breen films in the past, was that watching it in the theater with other people, it just makes it so much more interesting.
Would
Because
you
they're
cons-
there knowing what to expect.
Yeah.
What did the other
And,
people
yeah.
look like?
Just like us. Weird.
Freaks.
Freaks,
they were-
right? They all look
There
kind
was
of
a-
freaks.
freak show.
Interesting people.
There was
It was
like did you see like the albino goth girl where instead of wearing all black, she was wearing all white?
And that makes you
Tiger Woman.
albino goth.
that was
That's
it was
I
like
just made up that term. But
more
albino.
anime.
Yeah, that was
it
more
anime?
anime. Yeah.
Yeah.
it was like total goth boots and dress, though. I don't know. It was all white.
So boomer.
I
It's
am
all
a
right.
boomer.
It was a freak show. Let's just put it there. It was a goddamn freak
The only thing that
show.
was a freak show was the bathroom situation.
I was the most normal person there.
Oh God.
The bathroom had 2 urinals and a bath stall, and it's the size of my powder room, which is not big. And I considered
Sit on the
peeing in the
toilet
sink.
without my
Yeah.
knees pushing the
still-
door open.
You couldn't
Can't
wash
be as
your
bad
hands
as
without being back to back with the guy taking a piss behind
It's still
you.
not as
It
bad
was
as the
so weird.
Trocadero, though. I bet.
No, the Trocadero
Yeah, in
was
Philly,
way
yeah.
nicer.
The
This
worst
place, this place was a pee. There was pee everywhere. You got in and you just smelled urine. People didn't even bother with the urinals. They just opened the
Yeah.
door, peed. Like that. It was
It
that
was
stupid.
tiled everywhere. They
Oh,
probably
he
just
said it was a
tiled
bunch of
everywhere.
freaks. So
Just
It was
hose
a
it down.
bunch of fucking freaks, and we'll get to that.
That's what made it great.
Aaron,
Yeah.
that was a great history hole. Time
we
to
were
move
talking
on.
about the movie.
No, we're not there yet, Swift. Did you hear the
Okay.
bumper? Time to move
Sorry.
on and talk about Cade, the tortured crossing. So here we go.
For only $2 a month.
Hey everyone, this is Chris, and just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienightshow. First up, just a question about this bingo thing. Would you consider our recent conversation about the bathrooms a strange sex scene?
Well, not while I was in
I don't know what you were doing in the bathroom.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
I
No.
don't have
Alright.
albino goth girl on here at all.
Yeah, I was albino goth girl not on here. All right,
She was too busy in the bathroom.
AJ. Hypothetically speaking, if you were there, what would you think of the torture crossing?
Well, I think it'd be probably really slow, probably really repetitive. Sounds like not a lot of monologue. Probably a lot of just like complete green screen, him walking around.
The
in
whole movie was
sequences.
green screen. Yeah, yeah.
Just like still photos, the classic JPEG, and then stuff pulled off the internet. Probably when there is footage, it's probably just bought stock footage because he doesn't shoot anything natural anymore. And it was probably way too long. And I'd be curious if it was as good as the original Cade.
Oh man.
Interesting.
AJ.
Does it live up
Oh,
to,
AJ.
as a sequel?
Interesting.
Does it hold up as a
Oh,
sequel?
AJ. Oh, AJ.
I mean, there he is. It looks pretty good to me.
I'm melting.
Does that count as fake fog?
I mean, only if you talk about
That's
it.
fake hair.
It looked like fake fog and Breen in a
And
hoodie
Breen
to
in
me.
a hoodie.
Check and check.
Oh man, they're just knocking him off.
They're cheating the shit out of this. fucking movie, I'll tell ya. So okay, so
He's a
you didn't
twin.
see it, but
I'm
it sounds.
I'm gonna double down on the cheating.
Okay, all right, Spiff. All right. Doctor. All right, Aaron, what did you think of Cade the Torture Crossing?
Well, we already mentioned a lot of it was just the experience of being there in the theater with other people laughing our asses off. It was a great time. I had a lot of fun. Beyond that, it is a sequel of sorts, but not so much other than it has two characters from the last film. There is very repetitive scenes, AJ. My God. Boy, is there repetitive scenes. But it is a lot of fun. And this is the first Neil Breen film I've seen in which there is a full-on dance scene for 5 minutes straight.
Best
Yes, there
scene
is.
ever.
That's cool.
That
pretty cool.
combined with all the other interesting characters like, what the fuck are you doing in here, guy? Over and over again.
What are you doing with my money?
Keyboard guy who couldn't play keyboard until he
I haven't even
genetic
seen the
experiment.
hospital.
I mean, we have tigers and ghosts and clouds. Oh my. We have exploding SUVs that are magically repaired, except for the driver. We have, I don't know, mental institute people that can dance. We've got the keyboard master who plays upon a pile of medical equipment like a wheelchair and 3 boots and a few crutches. I don't know why. AJ, you missed a tremendous film.
Oh,
This was
boy.
a blast
Man, would you say this is best?
so far, but I think a lot of that is just the experience.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
God.
hard to compare.
Because Double
Because
Down
it
was
was-
pretty great.
Which one was double down? The tuna?
Isn't that the first one with the tuna?
That's
And
the
that
Tuna was pretty
And
good.
the laptops in the desert. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. This was more fun because I think the situation. This is
Spiff.
all green screen.
Spiff, what'd you think?
I think this was more fun because it was a better movie, guys.
Yeah.
Breen leaned into the Breenness, and he leaned hard. I think even without the audience, this movie was fantastic. Aaron covered all the cool stuff, so I'm not going to rehash it. The tiger,
Which
and
is I assume is
that was like that's the budget
butterfly
there, the
lady or
tiger.
whatever from the first one. Remember
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
alien? Was
I don't remember the alien butterfly lady, but there was like the angel-y lady in this one who turned into the tiger,
Yeah, and that's what I think was
Right.
supposed to be the same character from past.
and then they
was it
fought
Past
for a
Through, or
bit.
What was it? What was the first one called?
Well, because he didn't realize it was her. So and then
Or
stop.
did he?
Kind of like
Twisted
the
Pair. I don't know why I said past.
Twisted Pair, yeah.
Yeah.
the last one where they pretended to fight, but it was just a turn on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this,
This,
yeah,
this was your
man.
favorite one,
This is by far my favorite Breen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. The dance scene was by far my favorite part, but it just kept going, and I think this was just Breen in all of his glory. I think he knew what people wanted and gave every what they were looking for.
This is by far the best viewing experience I've had watching a Neil Breen movie. But this one also, to me, feels like he's in on it.
A
Yeah.
little bit.
And he is
yeah.
pandering in this movie, is what it feels like. It's hilarious. That whole doctor thing kept escalating. Like, everything escalated in a
Why
way.
are you in here?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
But it's like so. It has to be. It has to be.
That's how
like,
they should have ended the
intentional.
film, though. I don't mean to cut you off, but there should have been like the end after the credits. That guy being like, "What are you doing here? Get out of here!" That would have been the greatest thing ever.
But I think,
Very Marvel of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I think my thing with it is, I thought Neil Breen was sincere with everything, but this makes it feel like he knows it's comedy. Do you know what I mean? He knows that it's funny. Am I wrong?
I still think he is taking it seriously. He might know what's going to work, but he's doing it for
That surprise face gets me every time.
But like this, you're saying this wasn't. He didn't do this because he thought it was funny.
Ski masks.
No, I
He
think
reused the
that's-
footage later too,
I know,
with a
Spiv.
different background.
I think he thinks that's
I think he makes the best movie he can on like
Yeah.
$100 budget.
No,
No, it has to
Really?
be more than 100. That's CG Tiger, man. That was something.
the CG tiger was something that felt like it was actually
fully-
animated.
It was
into the
fully
movie.
animated into the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
But like this ridiculous fight scenes and stuff, like
Oh,
they're
and
just
the
so
explosions.
intentionally bad, is what it feels like at this point. So
You
I
would
like
think,
this.
Yeah.
but is that coming from someone who makes much better movies?
No, well, thank you.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't go that far. But I don't know. I just don't know how to take him anymore. Because the first time we saw that asshole roll out of his truck into the desert with a bunch of tuna cans, I was like, this guy's just crazy. And he's making some shit that he thinks is good. But now at this point, it's like, this guy's kind of aware of everything and taking advantage of his audience, giving them exactly what they want, which isn't taking advantage of your audience. But it's like, but the whole charm of it was that he was just some crazy asshole. Do you know what I mean? Making movies. And now it's like,
He's not an asshole, Chris. He's an architect.
you know what I don't mean like an asshole. I mean just some dude, random dude. It's a frame. It's a phrase, Spiff. A phrase word thing. Religious themes you wouldn't understand. What's the religious themes?
I did say architect.
I mean, at
I
least
did witness a fake
does it
explosion there.
smoothly.
Yeah.
I think, Chris, I agree with you a little bit. That yes, he's definitely in on the joke on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he still thinks he's making like quality movies, like the best he can make.
This movie is everything is green screen. Every set piece is green screen, which is
It's a great way to save money.
fun because it looks ridiculous. The scale is never right. The angles
scale
are never
is-
right.
Horrible.
Like this looks.
Those computers
Those are just
so
like
huge.
Google images of stock photos.
Yes.
Of course, yeah. You get that subscription to the image service. You're gonna use it.
Yeah, it's
Like if you Google
give me-
Office, that's going to be like one of your top 5 photos. Is that
Uh-huh.
photo they're sitting in? Like, it's like what he's doing.
There's not much.
Are you suggesting
yeah,
the
oh my
corrupt
goodness.
boardroom is
Boardroom?
filled with stock photos?
Boardroom.
He did it. He
Look
did
how
do a
big
good
they are
job.
compared to
Boardroom
those
scene.
chairs.
Got it. I've got multiple bingos going on here.
I was happy that he actually paid attention to the slope of the floor.
Do you have bingo, Aaron?
You have a bingo already? Oh,
I might.
boy.
Yeah.
You don't have a fucking bingo.
That's a background JPEG.
All of them are background.
All of them were
JPEGs.
JPEGs.
Yeah. We should
He
probably
even
go.
would freeze the
Look
footage.
at Phantasmagoria from 1991 or something.
This
Like
is
it
Neil
looks like a
Breen.
Neil Breen movie.
Well, it looks
Like the
better
next-
than a Neil Breen
The
movie.
next thing
Yeah.
I want to see is Neil Breen.
His
do a
version
video
of
game.
Phantasmagoria.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
That would
Because
be
look
cool.
at this shit.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it could totally be that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But he did a better job
What are
this
you
time.
doing with my money?
I mean, it's
There-
obviously a green screen, but at least like the colors are a little closer. Like it looks a little better than his past
And
efforts.
even some of the scenes like where the medicine is sitting
Oh my god.
on the shelf, like he tried to make it part of the scene.
Can you talk
that
through
one,
it
but-
and tell me
Not
like
the
the
blood one.
plot?
Oh,
of
the
movie
plot.
as it unfolds.
So Neil Breen is a wealthy philanthropist who donates.
Investor.
He gives millions of dollars to this hospital without even seeing the hospital, and he says
Oh,
that
wow.
several times. And we see the
I've never
hospital.
even seen it. I've driven by and never even seen it.
And all the pictures of this hospital, it's like falling apart. There's like trees growing through the windows. And the patients are getting abused and harvested for like genetic sequencing or
They're
something
gene
I can-
testing.
yeah.
to help
therapy,
his clone fight off the AI
Really?
believe
that's
it's his
slowly
twin.
killing him.
Is
Or it's
the
not clone,
twin-
yes, his twin. Yes.
Is the twin
Oh,
one
bingo.
in the hoodie?
His twin,
Yeah?
is that a bingo?
Get the shit! Are you
What do you
serious?
get? What do you get? Let's hear them.
Boom,
Let's see
boom,
which ones you
boom.
got.
I got fake hair.
Yeah.
What? We didn't talk about fake hair?
He was showing
we did.
with his
We did
fake
talk.
hair
Okay,
in
well, I
his
gotta
hoodie.
check that one then. Okay.
I got Cade. It's in the title.
Yes.
Kane's in the title,
Wait,
of course.
wait. I have a question.
Oh,
Yeah.
gene editing.
Do you only need to do a line? You don't have to fill them all in?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
bingo.
it's
Yeah.
bingo, you idiot.
Some bingos you have to fill in. all
Have you
of
never
them, to
played
be
bingo
fair.
before?
Well, I have a line too. Hey, do you need to make
Too late.
everybody t-shirts?
Free
We talked about
space.
two. No, hold on. I'm
And
playing.
then Spiv said I'm an architect like 7 times,
That's
so he
true.
might have been helping himself, but
We
he
did
helped
talk
me.
about it though.
And then twins.
Hospital. We talked about
Boom.
that.
Twins. Yeah. I think that's
There
a
it
win.
is.
I do not
That's
have
a win.
bingo.
I guess a
Well, I
win.
have
job,
bingo
Rebecca.
too, so you need to make me one too,
Bingo.
AJ.
I'll just send everyone a shirt. How's that sound?
Send you some money.
send me your sizes in private chat and where to mail it to.
Well, I'll send you my size. What were we talking about before the bingo here?
So we're talking about the
plot.
storyline.
The plot, yes.
But-
so he goes into this hospital. There's gene editing, kidnapping stuff going on to help his twin brother fight off
And the
damage
one
from his failing
Doctor
AI.
knows about it.
The
Or
doctor's in
two
on
of the
it 'cause-
doctor.
Well, yeah, this
Him
guy,
and
the
the
doctor's
one with
doing the
the-
work, and then the hospital
really long
director.
hair.
The
Yes.
hospital director is in on it as well.
So they're like trying to funnel money out of the hospital that way. Is that the idea?
I guess there's money involved. It wasn't clear.
They're just taking all of his money and using it for the gene research and not doing anything
Yeah,
to
they're
help
not fixing up the hospital.
patients or
Yeah.
anything.
But
So-
the blonde nurse with the Botox lips cares about the patients and falls in
Yes.
love with Neil Breen.
Let me
of
show that
course.
clip real quick.
Of course.
What do you know about the patient trafficking that's going on here? What do you know about the gene editing research? You must know something.
Exactly.
So
Don't worry, they kiss.
But
There's a
but-
so a drunk
But-
guy drives them in a van and crashes, and Neil Breen rescues them and takes them to his castle.
well,
Yes.
Spiv.
Yeah, am I going too
Before
fast?
before all that, we need to talk about what has been going around in the city, and it's this.
Yeah,
So-
they're
Cade
kidnapping
is taking
homeless
all of
people.
the
Yeah.
like homeless street people to
Yeah.
the hospital, and in return for bringing those people, he gets medication and
But
He
Oh,
gets
that's
the
dark.
gene editing. Yeah.
yeah,
does he really? He's not given it. It's just he goes and finds
He
it.
steals it. Yeah.
he just takes any
So why
like
does he do that then? Yeah.
because
He
he's,
wears a hoodie.
And
He's wearing a hoodie.
losing
yeah.
he's losing
melting.
control. He can't walk. His face starts melting.
It's
at
the
one
AI.
point.
The AI is damaging him.
So he ends up training the patients then to become warriors of justice.
Yes, sort
Well,
of.
well, Breen
Like super
does.
soldiers.
What? The government or
It's
against
his.
the?
It's his army
scientists?
of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it open?
Yes.
Do they leave it open for a third for a trilogy?
Who fucking knows? Who
Not
can tell?
really. Not really.
Is the
No.
army gonna go and take over something?
No, they kind of win the battle and go back to normal.
Cade dies,
Yeah.
but is reborn again or something.
Yes,
Can't
his
really tell.
his evil twin at the end is killed, but then
Guys,
he gets.
you go to the ending already.
I'm
Give away
sorry.
all the
Yeah,
spoilers.
we're pretty much done.
What
here.
are you doing?
Pretty much done with this.
Well, I was at the accident scene where then they sleep in his castle,
Yeah.
and on the way back to the castle, Cade finds the tiger who comes up and tries to fight him and could easily have killed him, but then it turns out, and he just like stop, and then she turns into a woman,
Oh.
and
And
it
she
was
does
a little
this.
confusing at the time,
At the time. Now it's,
but it's all
Yeah,
it's
now
all-
it makes perfect
Oh,
now
sense.
it's
Yeah.
completely clear.
Where's the
Clear
big
as
woman?
glass.
Makes complete sense.
It's weird.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of like just plot dumps. And
Repeats of picking up people, bringing them to the hospital,
yeah, there's a lot of
moaning,
sameness.
terrorizing.
You are missing some key features, though. We do get the repetitive crowd scenes. When Breen
when he's
is
giving a speech.
giving his various speeches in courtrooms, on stairs, in houses, etc. We get the same scene over and over again.
I think together we can make a success of this project. They are our heroes.
We.
The other thing we should mention is and Lindsay put this in her thoughts here, was when we first see Cade, his entrance into the movie is amazing because he nearly gets killed by a
bus.
What was it? A trolley of some sort?
A trolley.
Or a bus? A trolley? He gets run over by a trolley. That's him making his way into the movie. It was amazing. It was amazing.
And it has no bearing on anything at all. There's no reason for it.
We do get the freeze frame with the eye changing color thing.
Yes,
That's when he uses his magic.
Special eye. We do get whatever the fuck that spherical donut thing is in the ground. At some point he's in a cave with a donut.
There. Yeah.
I don't know why or where.
So
what was the point of the donut?
But see, I think like in the original Twisted Pair, there was all these like philosophical monologues
There were.
that Neil Breen would dump, and it was like, okay, he's trying to lay out something he believes in. There was really none of that.
Yeah,
in
I
this.
missed that.
And when there were these moments, it was like maybe it was because we watched it with a crowd, but like they felt like these moments that he knew would be like people would cheer for, and people did. Yeah. People clapped and cheered when he would.
Everybody
like
clapped in the theater when the crowd clapped on the movie.
Yeah. That was good.
So it doesn't feel to me as deep as Twisted Pair did.
No, definitely not as like corporations are bad.
Yeah,
stuff.
it was in there, but yeah, he didn't have
there.
It was very low level compared to others.
So
Lindsay says it feels pandemic reactive.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Like gene editing with like the vaccine had the Microsoft chips in
yeah,
it.
like taking the people to test on them.
That's an interesting
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting take.
Yeah.
He did film it when in like 2021ish.
But I feel like if that was the case, like then it's too subtle because Neil Breen would be like, and they're putting chips in our brains for the AI. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he would knock that one home.
he doesn't really do subtlety, if that makes sense.
Well, he's maturing as a filmmaker, Chris.
He is maturing, which is why there is a dance sequence, which was fucking great. Like because you just knew it was gonna be so dumb, and it just was.
And it
the dumbest
just
shit.
kept going.
Yeah.
But
It
it's
just kept
going to
dancing.
be the next wedding dance sensation.
right after the electric slide.
Yeah. Do the Breen.
But I think that the biggest downfall, because I do like the green screen thing, and I think there's a lot of effort in trying to get the perspectives right. But there's too many repetitive set pieces. Like, get some different stock photos. You know what I mean? Like, show me different sizes of this room, but they just kept showing like the same 6, and it would just.
That's rough.
There's no camera changes. Everything is just a wide. Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So it gets really boring after a while showing that stuff. But then, he adds a little Neil Breen flair in there with the car and tigers and shit. So it does pick up at some point.
We get a sweet training sequence for his warriors.
Yes.
We're doing a training sequence.
That's cool.
Which is later reused for the fight sequence.
Yep.
When they fight each other, it's just they have hoods on or they don't have hoods on.
Yep.
Okay.
And
That's
apparently,
all the man guy.
What do the hoods
Evil.
mean? Anything?
apparently when you're in a mental institute, you wear gray shirts. If you're homeless, you wear gray shirts.
Well,
And if you're a bad guy, you wear
if you-
jeans and a black shirt.
If you work for the hospital, you also potentially wear a gray shirt.
So, AJ, if you look closely at that fight sequence,
Yeah.
all the people, there's like 5 actors, and then they recycle them.
Yeah.
throughout the movie as different people,
amazing.
and then they all put hoods on. They fight themselves essentially.
That's
It
cool.
was well done.
It's very efficient filmmaking,
no,
Chris.
No,
Yeah.
it was not well done. They're
Cost
punching
conscious.
through each other. Like, it's so obviously bad.
But and all of them, it's kind of hard to tell that it's the same people, except for the blonde, whose blonde ponytail is
Yeah,
out the
sticking
bottom
out the
of her
back,
hood.
yeah.
Bottom right and top right.
Yeah.
She's in the same scene multiple times.
See, like that explosion scene where he
Yeah.
reaches his arm out and blows up, like, it's bad, but fine, I get what you're doing there. But these fight scenes are so stupid. There's no way you could see that and be like, yeah, this is passes for a fight, unless you know it's funny and dumb.
It's the mercury poisoning from all the tuna.
You're just trying to win bingo, and Rebecca already won it.
But I already crossed off tuna a long time ago.
Oh, what?
When
Well, it
did you
doesn't
cross
matter.
out tuna?
Apparently, with bingo, you
talked
don't
about
need to get
tuna
them
a
all.
long
You just have to
time
get a
ago.
row, which AJ didn't explain
How
the
have
rules.
you not ever
How do you-
played bingo in your life?
How do you not know how to play fucking bingo? Like, what?
I don't know.
Everyone knows how to play
When
bingo.
the fuck do I get an opportunity to play bingo?
Do you know how
I don't know,
checkers
third
works? It's
grade?
the same way.
Yeah,
you
really.
fucking
You
idiot.
never played it in school?
I know how checkers
two
fucking
kids.
works.
just
Checkers
the
and
same
bingo are
rules.
not.
No, you
Checkers
know why?
doesn't work like
Chris
bingo.
didn't get to play it because he was too busy being sent to the nurse's office to get the glue and crackers removed from his nose every day.
When did we play bingo in school?
Glue and crackers. I need to hear more.
Oh, really? This is a real story.
This scene,
Bingo!
this shot. I wish he would have played more with. And it's just a composition of two different images, but he adds animation to it, and there's
Yeah.
depth, and it's cool. Like
that's
it
great.
looks like that video you made, AJ, before.
Yeah.
where like you
I-
played
I
with
Cut
the.
out
figured-
the stills and
I
stuff.
figured
yeah.
he bought the stock clip of that.
Yeah.
Someone zooming in through the fence.
That looks
but-
maybe, but that doesn't
I-
look
he
like
might
that
have
looks like
added
two
the mental
images.
hospital
Yeah,
part.
that's like a still photo. And
That's a still photo, yeah,
They just
and- but-
blurred it.
But it's cool. I wish he would have
Yeah.
done stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
it
if he
looks good.
He could have added like columns in the front and stuff that was in like out of focus, so it looked
Give
like there was
some
depth
depth.
to the image. Like maybe that's what the next one he'll upgrade his skill
column
set
A,
to.
little column B action.
But do you know what I mean? Like
After
how much would they add to it? Like if he would have actually went into these stock backgrounds and like blurred the background a little bit more, maybe more
Yeah.
depth and stuff in the foreground, it just would have felt more film
It
like.
would have taken away from it, Chris.
Well, okay, so the other part of that is he's obviously, this is green screen, so he has to have places for people to sit and lay down on, and they don't always line up, which is tremendous. Because you have
Same
a guy
with
who
when he's
like,
going up and down the steps. It doesn't
Oh my
quite.
or the guy who sits like in the mattress, on the mattress.
Those wheelchairs are enormous.
The wheelchairs are-
But that one is real.
What
and
have you
he's
been
about
doing
to
with
kick
my
it
money?
over.
He does kick it over. He's angry.
Which I don't blame him.
Mr.
He's in a Neil Breen movie.
That's himself.
He is Neil Breen.
Oh, okay.
Wherever there's an injustice, I will be there. Wherever there's a fight, we will be there. I will never forget.
that was not
When
edited.
when he was
that's for
the
the movie.
judge, oh boy, that was awesome.
Why was he a judge, for God's sakes?
Why not?
Because he has the money.
No, Chris, he was in on the joke on this one for sure.
Can we?
Yeah.
But it was still awesome.
What is the? Where does the story continue from Twisted Pair beyond that?
Just,
Just
the two characters.
He has
characters?
a twin. He has
And-
the superpowers still in this one. Didn't he have a girlfriend in the last one?
yeah. Remember
Yeah,
he like
Because that's
they-
the one that they fake fought, and
Yeah,
then it
sh-
turned into
There's a
the.
fight at the end, right?
She breaks a poster over him and stuff. Remember?
Yeah,
And then they.
right.
Yeah, and then they
Wait, was that Cade or what's the other guy's
So
name?
Cade was a drug addict.
Cade's the
remember?
good guy.
Yeah, and Clade.
Or no, it's
Yeah.
Kale.
Alan?
Cade's
Kale.
the bad guy.
Yes, a leafy vegetable.
Kale's the good guy.
A flavorless
Yeah, Kale's
leafy
the-
vegetable.
Kale's the good guy. Cade's the
He
bad
killed
guy.
her.
If you had to name your
I
bad
don't
guy
remember
after
it.
a vegetable, what vegetable would you pick?
Arugula.
Mr.
Kale's the
Broccoli.
good guy. Cade's the bad guy.
Kale's the good guy?
No,
Cade's the
Kale's
bad.
the bad
Cade's
guy.
the bad guy. No,
Cade's
Cade's
the
the
good
bad
guy.
guy.
Cade's the good guy.
Yeah,
Cade's
Kale,
the bad guy.
Kale is the
evil
bad
twin.
guy.
How do we not
This just
know?
shows how good this movie is.
What? I'm gonna look up
Lindsay's
Twisted
here.
Pair.
Sean's here. Is it Cade the bad guy or Cade the good guy?
Well,
Cade
'cause
is the good
it's-
guy.
Cade,
think
the
Cade is the
tortured
good guy.
crossing. So wouldn't
He's
Cade be
tortured.
the?
He walks over that bridge a few times.
Oh my god.
Is that the crossing?
Yeah, Hale interrogates a lawyer and executive president back before he shoots one of them in the leg and does pills with his girlfriend Donna. Okay,
Kale's
so
the
Kale's
bad
the
guy.
bad guy. Kale's
Kale's
the
the
bad guy.
bad
You're
guy.
right.
Okay.
I think I said the opposite. So you're right.
I thought Kale's face disintegrating slowly was well done.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty good.
It was all goopy and
Yeah.
I feel like
what about the sword?
they only have like one sequence where Cade and Kale like are on screen together, so there was no build up to that whole
Cade
thing.
doesn't know Kale is there.
No,
He's just
no,
thinks
that's the
hospital's
first time they
dysfunctional.
interact at all.
Cade's the good guy.
Such
Cade's
a
the good
weird-
guy.
Cade's the good guy.
What a weird way to do a sequel.
And you know, because Kale dies, and then he gets like resurrected, and you know he's good now because his beard disappears.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Which beards are evil, and he's nowhere on his
So
own.
maybe
Rebecca's
they'll
the
be-
good guy?
Yes.
'Cause you don't have a beard.
Clearly.
Maybe the third one they'll team up,
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
and then it'll be
do
a
what?
whole movie with two Breens on screen
Oh
at
my
the same
god.
time.
Two Breens
I can't handle that.
interacting
Why?
instead of just staring vaguely in the wrong direction.
Just their faces on top of each other.
When he goes to this orange orb planet
Donut
thing,
cave. Yeah.
is this supposed to be like that alien forest in Twisted Pair?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's a cave though.
That's the tortured crossing.
And does the glowing eye mean AI or alien stuff?
yes.
The glowing eye is his alien powers.
Okay,
It's alien AI
Because
powers.
his eye glue when he fixed the car, right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Is it glue? That doesn't sound right.
Glue.
You said his eye glue.
Yeah, you said his eye glued.
Oh yeah.
Glued.
You said glue.
I'm
You
the
said
father of a
glue,
kindergartner, guys. I use his grammar.
Sounds like a cop out.
You sound like a cop.
So this movie went by pretty briskly. I think it's only like an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
It was an hour and a half. I thought that it ended several times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Strong Return
Yeah.
of the King vibes.
That's
Oh my
interesting.
god, the amount of
Wrap
hugging
it
and
up.
kissing at the end.
Wrap it up.
Like,
Oh,
like they had their
yeah.
big
I must
fight.
go now. We must go
yeah.
now. You must
You
go.
must
I must
go
go.
now.
On
What
the
time
sound
is
of
it?
music,
It is
music
time
bells.
to go.
Right here.
Do you
Should
have the
been
time?
roll credits, and then there was the 5 extra minutes. Yeah.
It's so weird. Loved it.
And then
Well,
like,
how
his
did-
girlfriend Angel was gonna leave, but then they had to kiss some more, and then she was
Yeah.
gonna leave,
Wait, she's
and
not
then
the
they had to
angel.
kiss some more.
His girlfriend was the nurse.
Oh, right, the nurse lady. Who is
man.
the angel lady? Is she an alien?
Exactly. She's
Tiger.
a tiger.
Well, I
think
know
she's
she was
an
a
a-
tiger. Is she an
The
alien
eye
or
of
an
the
angel?
tiger.
I think she's an alien from Twisted Pair
Angels, aliens.
because there was the alien creature thing in
Okay.
Twisted Pair, and I think it's supposed to be the same character.
How did all the mental institute or mental whatever we're calling this place
Subjects.
The patients.
patients fight, die, turn into ghosts, come back at some point?
Because
No,
they
no,
were
no, no,
his
no, no, no,
warriors.
no.
Dude,
You're
they
thinking-
vanished.
They
They're
totally died. Yeah.
yeah, they were laying on the ground dead.
The
And then
one
like a
lady
video
lost
game
her
to
wings.
save memory and resources, they disappeared.
Yeah.
And then they came back later.
No. Okay, Aaron.
He used his powers.
But was that before
Dude.
or after the dance sequence with the ghosts?
No.
They were dead by
That was
the
Aaron.
seconds.
The dance sequence was to highlight the fact that that guy learned how to play keyboards. There's several scenes in the movie where he tries to play keyboards and he can't. And the genetic sequencing and the training leads him to be able to play a nasty keyboard solo that everybody dances to. Aaron.
Why
Okay?
does he play it on a pile of medical equipment? Why
Because
does
that's where you do it. Because
There's
everything.
nothing else to
courtyard.
play on.
Because
and
it's nothing
stick
else
it
to play
on a
on.
wheelchair?
Nothing else.
He had 3 boots. I don't know why you
Why
only
did,
had 3. He had
why
3
did he have
boots. He
2
took off.
crutches, a wheelchair, and 3 boots?
None of that matters. It's all just
With
details.
one bad leg.
It's called set dressing, and it looked great. But Aaron, okay, so here's the deal: those bad people, Kale's army, like those aren't supposed to be the same characters. This is
No, but
Kale's evil.
After the fight, all the
Genetic-
people in the gray shirts, the good people, are dead too.
Yeah, they all
Yeah,
died.
everybody's
but
dead.
then
Everybody
Cade
dead.
brings them back with his magic powers.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Well, the angel
a good
brings
guy,
him
Aaron.
back, right? The alien
Something
angel.
like that. Yeah.
They work together.
This is great. AJ, do you think we're bullshitting you right now, or are we actually talking about the real movie?
I can't tell anymore.
AJ, do you want to see this now?
None
based
of us
on...
went to the movie.
I do
and
want to
we
see
were
it.
just
I was trying to
making-
get a copy of it.
We all had a group
I
hallucination.
do want to see it.
This is the
Dude, I was
Mandela
so
effect.
tired after
We were
that
just
movie
sitting
ended.
on the street in Emmaus.
Chris, you fell asleep during the movie. Don't lie.
Did I fall asleep?
You kept sinking down lower.
Oh, the
lower.
chairs were awful. The worst chairs in my life.
Oh, come on.
They were
Fine.
fine.
Terrible. They were
They
terrible.
were not great, but they were fine. They were good.
I was very tired. I was in Philly all day, and then we went there, and I was just
Yeah,
dying.
excuses. Yeah.
So
I did enjoy Funk's Brewing was there, which was a nice beer.
Yeah, we got some nice beer.
Oh yeah.
They're based in Emmaus, I believe.
Mace.
Emmaus.
I'm never going back there
Emmaus.
because that burger just rubbed me the wrong way.
It's
$20 on a burger. It doesn't even have fries.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have fucking fries.
$20.
Fries
That's
were, and then I looked at the
That's a
thing.
nice burger.
Doesn't even have
Fries were
fries.
$6. $6 for fries. That's insane.
What's
Highway
this place
robbery.
called?
You're $26 in before you get a burger and
Inflation
fries.
rate.
It's just
And this
the
burger was nothing
company?
special. It's the Burger Barn or some shit like
That's how
that.
you make
in
money
Emmaus.
at the Burger Barn.
Burger? I see the
all in
burger
the marketing.
company.
Burger. It was like a
That must
farm.
not
It
be-
was Barn and
House-
Burgers.
Oh yeah, the Burgery Company. Oh no.
Yeah,
House
yeah.
House and Barn.
House and Barn. That's what it was called. That's where we went. It was like, well, we're in Emmaus. This is some podunk little
Home
town
of the
here.
famous Burgery
It's a
Burgers,
suburb
voted
of
top
Allentown. It's
100
not that
in the country.
bad.
Is that what it is? Is that why? It feels like it's so out there.
No, it's like 15 minutes from Allentown.
Ah, that would be why. Okay. Well,
Living
Burger
here in
the house
Allentown.
and barn.
I-
Oh boy, this is fancy.
This
Chris.
burger is
Burger Barn.
$11.
Look at this
All right.
burger.
11.
I think I got the Thundering Herd
Guys,
Bison
Guys,
Burger.
no one cares about this.
That was $20.
Yeah, this is awful.
$20.
Look at this. Hold on.
It's awful.
No one cares
sharing.
about a burger.
How do
But
I
people
share?
care. People
The
care.
burger.
No one cares.
Why can't I share? What is it?
So
Spiff can't
we
share
don't
There we go. Look
we
at this.
don't have
Look at
a
this.
clip of the dance scene, do we?
No, because it's not in the trailer, and all we have is the trailer.
Oh,
Look at this. Look at this burger, Chris. Of course it's $20.
Yeah,
look
that's
at
yeah,
that.
no.
Fries
It's like a
and-
gourmet restaurant.
No, it wasn't though. It was
like a
nothing
Neil
special.
Breen Google image. Right
And I
there.
ended up spending $100 there, and it wasn't worth it.
What did you buy beside a? You were bitching that you spent $20.
Well,
on
we
a
got
burger.
an appetizer, and I got a drink. You know,
Did you end up getting fries and everything too?
no, because we're like,
spent $100.
no, because we picked it out. And we're like, wait, does this come with fries? And we're like, well, we'll roll the
course
dice
it
because it was
doesn't.
$20. No, it doesn't.
Did
It's
it
coming
come
out
with
with a little
dips or
plate.
something?
Did you
No,
get like
nothing.
a Kobe burger or something?
No, I got a bison burger.
Bison.
Oh, a bison burger.
But they have a barn right there where they wheel the bison, you pick it, and then you see them cut it out and cook it for you.
the thundering
Well, for that
herd.
kind of
is
He
money,
stays
it's
alive. They just
While
patch
it's
it
laying,
up and it'll
it's
grow
laying on the
back.
ground, it's just twitching
It's
and
like
shit.
Starship Troopers type of shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which bison would you like, sir? Come to
You know
the
what?
tank and pick
You know
them
what a $20 burger tastes like? The same
Hmm.
thing as a $7 or $8 burger, probably at a bar. It was nothing special. I was very disappointed, and I
Did
will
it
never
have
go
a
back to
sweet
Emmaus
bourbon
again.
sauce on it? You sound
No,
good.
it didn't taste like any. It wasn't great. It wasn't good.
You could
We're
have
moving
gotten
on.
an elk burger.
I could have, but
All
I
right,
didn't.
no more saying burger.
I'm gonna go to the house barn here. This is.
Chris, when they
Beer
gave
on
him
the palate.
they gave him the check.
That's what I was like. Oh.
He opened his wallet and just, yep.
I'll tell you, it sounds a lot better than Morty's steaks. I'll give you that.
It was a fucking cheesesteak, and it didn't
It
even.
was a bad
oh, it's
cheesesteak.
so
Aaron.
flavorless.
It was so- it was dry.
There was
it
no flavor. I got
flavorless.
sauce and it was dry. How the hell do you do that?
All right, are we good?
Yep.
Great episode.
Great.
Half of it was just
Episode.
talking about a fucking burger no one cares about.
We're trying to get that sweet sponsorship.
Someone's bitter. Hey, you were invited to come along to the movie.
You had a ticket.
You had a ticket. I paid for that ticket too.
We
sorry.
scalped it.
Well, you're getting a
Did
sweet
we?
Breen shirt, so I hope that is some payback.
That does make up for it.
Yeah,
There's no pleasing Chris. That's true.
That's a true
It is
statement.
mostly-
that is a statement of the times.
These
yeah.
chairs suck. My burger was too expensive. Et cetera, et cetera.
Keep
et
going.
cetera.
That was pretty
Yeah.
good. That was pretty good.
I'm
I
tired.
I was.
I had to talk to my
I didn't get
friends.
bingo. I don't know how to play bingo.
I did have to talk to people. Spiv, you looked sad when I was like, I'm going home.
I wouldn't come in Morty's Steaks to talk to Spiv. I just stood on the sidewalk.
Whoa, Aaron came out and you didn't come out. So I was like, whatever, man.
Because we were eating.
He was so dry.
could've
He had to
come
stay
in.
near his drink.
All right. Choices were made, and I'm sorry, okay? That was what happens when you go to a Neil Breen movie, okay? You never know what's going to happen.
So what's the verdict?
I will say
Should
this.
people go see
if
it?
there's another Neil Breen movie, when there's another Neil Breen movie, the way I want to see it is the way I saw this one. In a theater with
Yeah.
a bunch of people that are there for a fun
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah.
Because everybody had a great time. And I still think, even outside of seeing it with a crowd, this probably would have been the most enjoyable Neil Breen movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
knowing Neil Breen now. If it was
Yeah.
like your first
Right.
one,
If it was, I wouldn't recommend it as your first one. No.
no.
So you gotta ease in.
Ease it in. Ease it in. So, you know.
Ease into the breeze.
AJ, would you recommend Cade? The Torture Crossing.
Yeah, of course I did. I mean, you're on the Neil wagon. You watched the first one. You got to watch the sequel to know what happens. And hopefully there's going to be a third, it sounds like.
I hope
Oh, there's
so.
going to be a third.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Back to the Emmaus Theater.
Yeah, no, you know how I feel about most of the Breen movies. I end up enjoy talking about them, but it's hard to watch them the whole time because they're very repetitive. This one is very repetitive, but I do think the environment really helped me enjoy this. So I would say yes, watch it if you like Neil Breen movies. But I would also recommend, if you're going to watch it, go see it in the theater if you really can, because that makes all the difference for me, at least.
Spiv.
Yeah, no, if you're a Neil Breen fan, this one's a no-brainer. It's
A no-brainer.
yet. Best
No-brainer.
yet.
This one's a Neil Breener.
It's a Neil Breener.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I'm gonna recommend it as well. It's that experience of being there is completely different than watching it by yourself in your living room. I think the dance scene is just his starting off point, and the next one is going to be a full musical.
Dancing,
Yeah.
it's on.
What if he starts singing?
Yeah,
Why not?
just completely
Why not?
monotone singing.
Lindsay, leave us in the comments if you would recommend it. I just echo everybody else's sentiments. I do recommend the Cade the Tortured Crossing. Check it out when you can. But now it is time to move on and play a game. So here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of puppet. Right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly impressive. Shall we play?
Oh, God.
Oh, that's got to be hell
Oh,
on earth.
boy, that's... Oof.
That is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, and this ends up that
Couldn't they put the
the-
baby in the same clothes?
they're cousins. The babies are cousins, but they are also
Genetically.
Picture
genetically siblings.
Damn, that's the next
This is
movie
a
to make.
freak. This is like a freak show kind of thing.
fail. Who's the real father?
This is a science
How do
fiction
two
movie.
twins
one
fall in
knows.
love with two twins?
Because you talk
They're
about
the-
twins all the time.
Do you think they get confused sometimes?
Of course.
They swap.
Do they live in the same house?
What do you think family vacations are like?
Just a free for all.
Based on this photo, awful. Awful.
I'm gonna
So
say
you
that
can be technically the father without actually being the father?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I think the family on the left is not as happy.
Why?
Now you can tell from his
can look at their
scowl.
faces.
Look at
Yeah, and
look
he's
at
not
their
like-
But
faces.
the,
It's not
the
like
guy on the
arguing.
right doesn't look very happy either.
But he just looks kind of tired.
He looks
the guy on the
tired.
left is
Dude,
like
they got
forcing like
babies.
I'm
They-
happy.
Yeah, you're right.
This is
You're
what
right.
I wanted. This is the right choice I made.
I only love her because I have to.
I really like your sister.
God, the sister's so much hotter, even though they're exactly the same.
Jesus.
Okay.
Anyways, I think we got there.
On to the game. By what percent has the likelihood of having twins increased since the 1980s?
GM fucking O's. It's
0.
increased
Oh,
900%.
I'm gonna
GMOs.
say
IVF probably has led to significant
20%.
Yeah.
20%.
Farts. What does the farts have to do with it?
in vitro fertilization, not farts. IVF.
What did
What do
you
you
say?
think
It was?
that means?
IBS? Is that what you
IBS.
Irritable bowel syndrome has led to twins?
I don't know. You're the one that said it.
I did not say that.
That's what I thought you said.
You're still thinking about the burger bar and what it gave you.
That fucking place. I'm
burger
leaving bad
shits.
Yelp. I'm leaving
All right.
Yelp.
I'm going
All
to
right.
say 13%.
It is
90.
76%.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Chris,
And
what
that's
is that?
from
Yeah.
That's insane.
IVF and a lot of people waiting to have children until they're older, and that increases your chance
Yeah.
of having twins as well.
Oh god, we're so
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, people are like,
read-
I'm 45. I think I'm ready to have kids. I'm like, I'm ready to die. I'm not even 45.
I got this book from the library called Hacking Darwin, and it was all the whole premise of this author was that no one is going to have sex anymore. They're all going to do IVF because that's the
Lame.
only like responsible way to procreate. Because
So
you can
it's
screen
like-
out
You can
all the
control
genetic
what
disease.
you're-
It's like,
The sun's gonna melt
Gattaca?
everybody in like 80 years anyway.
Right.
So
Yeah.
The majority
matter.
of people isn't like the people who are always getting pregnant are people who are just doing it all the time and not because they're trying to produce the best offspring.
well,
exactly.
there is a religious sect for sure.
And there's that too. Yeah.
The
Quiverful.
cult of Breen.
Produce as many.
And then
children
there's
as
like just
possible.
people who are just irresponsible.
Exactly.
Like
Yes,
young
I didn't finish the
teens and
book because
shit.
it was just like this is your whole premise and it's just based on your
Yes.
personal belief.
Exactly.
So
That works for a lot of people.
99
Yeah.
years old.
How old did the longest living set of twins reach?
Dude, I guarantee if that one twin would have killed the other and ate her, she would have lived twice as long. Because all
like
the genetics are the
Highlander
same,
kind of thing?
and you double up on the
did
amount
you
of
know?
genetics
Did you know
get.
that can happen in the womb, Chris?
Yeah.
Hell
A
yeah.
lot of people absorb their twins.
And
Fucking
sometimes there's
Thunderdome in there
parts left
sometimes,
over.
Viv.
I'm gonna say
Thunderdome in there.
100.
Sometimes there's a quado left.
115.
Good God.
All right, I don't know.
93.
You were 104 years
Whoa,
old.
Chris was
Dude,
close.
there they are.
Yeah.
It's a glass
Yeah.
of wine a day keeps the doctor away.
Wow.
What about 5?
I mean, we'll be lucky
Five-
we live to
five
our like
glasses of wine?
late 50s. That's
Well, you're in Harrisburg, so yeah, with all the,
Yeah.
the chemicals in there.
true. I mean, we have wooden water pipes and we're
All the
doing great.
bullets in there.
Wooden water pipes.
Yeah.
Eating what type of food increases your chance of having twins? Meat, dairy, fruits, or veggies?
Meat because of all the hormones.
Definitely dairy.
Obviously, eggs. Yeah,
Dairy all the way.
Although eggs aren't dairy. What do
Eggs aren't
eggs fit
dairy.
in there? Fruits.
Dairy.
Eggs are not fruit, for God's
They're meat, you fuck.
Eggs are animal.
They're
fruit.
meat.
They're animal fruit.
Animal fruits.
It's gotta be dairy.
Oh my God.
You said the dumbest thing ever. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Think about it. What's
It's
inside
gotta be
Avocados
fruits?
are
Some
veggie fruit.
seeds.
animal
You
fruit.
straight up said that you thought eggs were fruit.
It's
You,
dairy.
and you meant it.
Well,
Is
it's
it
not
because
dairy.
of hormonal injections into like cows and stuff? Is that
Eggs
what
are eggs are meat,
The
Spiv.
they
hormones
lead
aren't
to us?
the same
Eggs are
hormones that
meat?
affect humans. though.
Yeah, of
How does
course.
that work?
They're more
Are-
meat than anything
Are
else on that
eggs
list.
are eggs meat?
No, they're not muscle tissue.
They're not.
They're
much
not flesh, but they are.
They're not from
Protein,
a cow.
and
so
thus
they're not
Yeah,
complete
they're a
protein.
great source of protein.
Is goat's milk
like
dairy?
beans.
Or does it have to be a
Yes.
cow?
No.
Okay.
Which state has the highest number of twin births a
Protein.
year?
We're just moving on.
Massachusetts, Minnesota, Missouri, or Michigan?
Somewhere
Oh,
where old people,
Massachusetts.
older
Come
older
on.
people are. It's gotta be Massachusetts.
I mean, I saw children. What is that? What is that? Village
Children
of the
of the Corn?
Damned? Yeah,
Village
that's
of
the
the
one.
Damned. With Christopher
Those
Reeve.
Massachusetts.
kids,
Yeah,
those
the
kids
twins.
look like they're from Minnesota, so I'm gonna
That's
say
a
Minnesota.
Massachusetts. Yeah.
He's wearing a vest. Like there's a chill in the air.
Yeah,
Why do
there's,
they-
yeah, there's a chill of eeriness.
There's like dead leaves on the ground back
Yeah,
there.
Ma-
Minnesota.
That could be
Yeah.
anywhere.
That's
especially in the
Massachusetts.
Northeast.
That's Massachusetts.
Look at those
Are they
stone.
twins?
Look at that stoned
I don't think they're
road
twins.
there.
They're
Like
different.
that's
Yeah,
stone.
there's
That's
money
not
in that-
asphalt.
in that
That's
road.
Massachusetts.
Stiff.
You
Okay,
see
Spirit.
potholes?
It's Michigan.
Fuck, I was right.
Chris counted the number of potholes. Is that your caption?
On average, how many
cutie
minutes are there
beans.
between twin births?
9.
So when the first one's born to when the second one's born.
6.
Oh, gosh.
3.
20 minutes.
It is 17 minutes.
Oh, AJ, very close.
Close.
What's the record for the longest time between twin births?
Oh no.
A week.
7
3.
days. Yeah.
A week.
7 days.
6 days.
Could you imagine? That'd be so awful.
7 nights.
That'd be so awful.
Oh,
Can you imagine
well,
they send you home
That's the
and
next
they think
Neil
you're
Breen
done
movie
and then
to make.
you think
The birth
7
of
days
Cade.
is bad?
17 days.
How about 87?
How does that work?
One is born prematurely.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What's
Yeah.
with the dad? Dad, take the L and shave that shit. Seriously.
I think it's more the kid, the boy.
he's
Look at that
he's holding
mustache.
on to he's holding on to what hope he has.
There is nothing left there. That is an island alone at the sea.
I mean, look at
Like,
that couch.
This thing,
Look at that
He's the
leather
fucking-
couch.
That's
oh,
spiv if
I
we
hate
cut his
that
hair
couch.
short.
So
That
much.
kid at the end, at the back, he's like a serial.
this is a Florida
Yeah.
photo, isn't it? Because look
Yeah,
at that big
he's-
glass window back there.
I would not
Feels
trust
like
these
Florida.
That hurricane's coming through.
There's some
They're
alligators
not real,
back there.
Rebecca.
All right. What continent has the highest rate of twins?
people. We were really mean to that family.
Oh.
They put their picture on the internet. It's a fair game.
Okay.
Highest
gonna
rate
say-
of twins.
Gosh,
Australia.
I'm gonna say Europe.
I feel like Europe would make sense.
Is Africa.
What?
Yeah, is the country with the highest, but there's other countries in Africa that are really high as well. China has the lowest rate of twins.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So wonder why Nigeria? If we originally talked about IVF and people having children older, I have a feeling neither of those really apply to Nigeria. So I'm wondering if there's like some genetic anomaly in the population there that leads
There's
to more
lots of
twins.
genetics.
Genetic anomalies.
Genetics.
All right.
Okay,
Good
egg
night,
fruit
sir.
guy.
Good night.
Well,
Hey.
eggs are a fruit.
Eggs
are
are
fruit.
animal fruits. I'm telling you.
It's not a thing.
How do plants reproduce with fruit?
They're
All right.
animal grapes.
Not all.
That was
How do
a
animals
really
reproduce?
that was a really great game.
Yeah, that
Rebecca.
was
Thank you.
fun.
It's time to move
Lindsay-
on.
Time for
Lindsay, I did
Spiv
watch Shiny
Science
Happy
Corner.
People. It was disturbing and fantastic.
Shiny.
What is Shiny Happy People about?
Oh yeah,
about
I watched a bit of that. That was about the Duggars.
The Duggars and their
Oh, I watched that
whole-
too. It was like 6 episodes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that
Cult
too.
thing, yeah.
I mean, we knew they were a freak show on the outside. Like you could see that all those crazy evangelical.
But all like the
people.
government infiltration of those
it's gross.
is crazy.
All right, let's
Yeah.
move on and do
the Midwest, everybody.
listener feedback. So here,
Fortunately.
go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last time we checked out Witchcraft 13, Blood of the Chosen. Must not be a
pretty
very
good.
popular movie. We had a lot of views, but only 2 comments on this one.
Wow, really?
Jesus Christ.
They were just speechless.
They were speechless, like Kamikaze Sop. Are there just an infinite amount of these witchcraft movies?
I hope not.
They look like they cost somewhere around $1,000 to produce, but I still
that's-
refuse to believe anybody is profiting from this series, even if they agreed to do it for exposure. There's definitely an
There's plenty of
exposure
exposure.
joke in there somewhere.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Kamikaze.
There's 17 of them.
There are 16.
16.
The 17th is filmed by Chris Rupert. It takes place in Emmaus.
No, that's
I'm-
witchcrotch. That's
I
witchcraft.
want to make a witchcraft
Aaron
movie.
and I,
That's the
Aaron and I
reboot?
found the witchcraft house. It is in Emmaus.
Yes, I forgot to take a picture.
It is right on the
Really?
main street.
I'll find it. You keep talking.
I will
All
keep
right.
talking.
I'm pretty sure we'd get the rights.
Yeah, we could definitely get the
For
rights.
just the cost of a burger.
Now,
I want
AJ,
to
are you
make a
comfortable
witchcraft movie.
playing the lawyer?
Me? That would be
No,
fun.
AJ
Chris
can't
would
play
never
the lawyer.
cast me in the movie, though.
I'm not casting this hack.
See?
He's gonna be behind the camera anyways.
That's
Told ya.
yeah.
So that's how many witchcraft movies there are.
Yeah. There's 3 more for us.
3 more.
And they filmed the last 3 at the same time. So it should be
Quality.
good. We should watch all 3 at the same time.
Oh my god.
Dear Lord.
No
man.
one has that kind of time.
No one has that time.
We would need to take a day off of work for
No,
that.
at the same time. 3 screens
Oh.
running at the same time.
Simultaneous.
What if all the dialogue lines up?
I would not be surprised.
It does
on
some
Dark
sort
Side
of
of the Moon
spell,
and,
and we end up in a witchcraft movie.
Well, it's gonna be all the same actors and stuff, probably. I would
In
assume.
all 3, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Marilyn Knepper Ninja 3 is really good in a crazy way. I guess we talked about the Ninja series. The opening scene is one ninja versus a dozen cops on a golf course.
Yeah, if we watch
Does
that,
sound
that would
awesome.
That's a Neil Breen movie right there.
So
It is a deal. It's just punching through each other repetitively.
That does it for our listener feedback for Witchcraft 13. Guys, you gotta leave the comments so the algorithm.
Seriously.
Yeah.
boosts us.
You gotta
Leave us a
help out
voicemail
things.
on the
The
website.
algorithm.
You can leave voicemails. You can
How come
leave
we're not getting
YouTube
voicemails like we
comments.
used to?
You
I don't
can
get
like.
anything.
You can
People don't care.
subscribe.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares anymore. They've given up. Look, because Aaron's over there. Look at Aaron. Look, he's not even paying attention to the show.
Wait, Chris,
He's
Chris,
trying to
hold on.
find Witchcraft
I'm
House.
finding the
Yeah.
witch. Hold on, I'm gonna paste it for you.
Paste it.
the
Share
comments.
it.
It in.
I don't need to paste it. Why
no,
paste
no,
it?
no.
Used it.
The
I'm not
fuck am
doing
I
it.
pasting? How are you
let me
pasting?
send it to you on
Punch it
Messenger.
right in.
What the fuck does that even mean?
It's in the
I'm
private chat,
emailing it
asshole. You know how this
over.
works.
Oh, Jesus
What's
Christ.
in
on
the
it.
private chat?
Oh.
Oh my god, it's the Witchcraft House. Holy shit, this is
Whoa.
badass.
What's with that porch?
Look at that shit.
Yeah, right next to
That's
Grandpa
pretty
Joe's
good.
Candy
Right
Shop.
next to Grandpa Joe's.
Dude, I walked right
Grandpa
past
Joe's was
Grandpa
still
Joe's.
open at 10 a.m.
Well, and now
Alright.
I think this is old because now it has thicker
Yeah.
columns that actually look like the witch.
So
Doctor.
Really?
this
Yeah,
is
it
where
does.
over here is where I ran into Spiv or Aaron.
Where's
He
Morty's
came out
steaks?
Right there,
and
Morty's steaks.
assaulted me on the streets of Emmaus.
You know what would
right
help
there.
my cheesesteak if it had some
Emmaus,
salt.
Emmaus.
And there was, if you keep going up, Chris, the band
I'm
was
trying.
playing right there in that green
Yeah.
park area.
Yeah, I walked down through all this.
This is the tour of
over over here the
We
band
are
over here the
in
band was playing.
That's where the band was.
And then you
that
come up
street
here.
was blocked off by the police.
Yeah, there's the police were there.
And
Man.
right around the corner here is
And you come over
Emmaus
here.
Theater.
And there's the Emmaus Theater that
Right
we
over- right
saw
over the
Neil
railroad
Breen's.
tracks.
The cool thing is
Look at
there's
this
a
guy.
train, a train that
slow
runs
guy.
while you're watching a movie, so you get
Look
to
at that, he turned and
And
left.
the whole theater
Stop by now.
rumbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the train goes fast.
Look at this guy smoking
He's
while working.
smoking.
What the fuck,
shit.
dude? Have a
Don't
little
worry, they blurred him out.
self-pride.
You can't tell who he is. What was showing
I-
at the theater?
Yeah.
They were advertising a whole bunch of stand-up comics.
Is that Cowboys and Aliens? Is that what it said? What is it?
Congratulations,
Oh, this is somewhat recent, though.
graduating
2022.
class.
All right, so that was your tour of Emmaus. If you're interested in that, I don't know why we went down that hole.
It was
Because we found the
necessary.
witch crotch house.
Yeah, the Witch Crotch
Witch
House.
crotch.
All right, everybody. So, bottom line is, leave your comments, leave your voicemails. Otherwise, we're gonna tour other shitty towns. But for now, it's time to move on and do
Arkansas isn't the Midwest, AJ.
the.
What is Arkansas?
Yes, it
then?
is.
See?
No one knows what Arkansas is. It's like a fruit.
Bit.
It's
Arkansas is like the bad
Wheel.
neighbor
It's
of
a
Texas.
fruit of the United States.
If you could fly over it, it's the Midwest, okay?
Well, if
a human
Pennsylvania's a fruit, then Arkansas is an egg, right, guys?
All right,
What are we watching?
the wheel is
Blaster?
full. There we go. I have no idea what's on here.
Christy
I didn't take
Guns,
transient off. I gotta
Dead
take
Space.
transient off.
We could watch Transient for the show. It's too good for the podcast.
Yeah, way too good.
What do we got?
It's spinning
Where's
forever.
the stop?
Wow.
Nobody
Oh my God.
knows.
No, it's gonna go forever.
We got, what do we
Oh,
got?
oh,
Ooh. Witchcraft!
We're back.
uh,
Can we not do witchcraft?
Wait, are we really doing witchcraft?
Oh, yeah, of course we are. Of course we are.
why not?
We
You
have
don't want to do
keep
that.
going.
You don't want to do that last. What's it called? Movie I am.
It's a big time jump.
Tom Sizemore.
Big time
No,
jump,
let's
everybody.
not do
Witchcraft
that
14, Angel of Death.
All right, whatever. We're fucking doing.
Or we could do
witchcraft.
that rip-off Underworld movie, Chris.
Satan Rose.
You want to do that one?
No, Lindsay's excited for witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
Lindsay's not. I don't see Lindsay. Where the
This is
fuck
a-
is Lindsay
this is
at?
David-
Hospital.
David
I want to see
Palmieri.
the Lycans fight the vampires.
We want to see that with the underworld. ripoff.
There'll be vampires in this one.
All right, you know what, AJ? Me and you can just watch that. We'll do an extra podcast next week.
All right. I'm cool with witchcraft though.
The legendary witchcraft series is back.
When was that one? When was the next one made? Pretty recent.
2016.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Wow.
It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Shut your damn mouth.
Satan Rose
only
unleashes her
saying that 'cause
fury
you're not
in the
here. I
form
cannot
of a
wait.
curse, led by a coven of sexy witches.
Oh.
In the battle to stop the Angel of Death, will white magic prove stronger than the forces of evil?
I hope so.
Why are you reading this to us? We can just watch a trailer.
I think it's gonna make us any more excited.
Because I can't find a goddamn trailer to this shit.
You know
Directed
why?
by David Palmieri.
Vimeo.
Because it doesn't.
No,
need
the
to
Vimeo
exist.
link, it doesn't work anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Sterling's link.
Oh, here we
Sterling's
go.
not up. It has to be.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Can
We'll
we
just go on his
watch
Facebook
it?
page
Let's
and we'll
watch
find
something
it.
else. Well, you know what? We can't find a trailer. We might as well watch something else.
I found a fucking trailer. It's on Tubi, too.
Dude, look at that. That
There's
is
not going to
modern.
be any sexy scenes.
Nah, this is on Amazon.
It's PG-13.
Feel your power. That's what you call it.
This trailer is pretty good, actually.
Into the power within you. Free yourself.
Yes.
And the rest
Oh,
of
it's got Sean C. Phillips.
It's officially weird. Look, we got two cast members getting gigs and then disappearing right before the shoot date. Doesn't that seem kind of fishy to you?
You did one Coastal Force movie and
Oh, she's back.
Just for that,
Hours.
Kill your character off first in the remake.
Oh, that opening credits is better.
Dude. Hollywood Coven.
Take over Hollywood.
Yes.
Oh,
It looks
hell comes to Hollywood.
fucking awful. I can't wait.
We gotta watch all three at once, right?
No,
No,
Spiv.
no. No way.
6 hour epic.
Nah,
We
we're
got to
gonna
rent
take our
out of the
time.
Mass Theater and watch it.
We're gonna take our time.
Now that I
with
would
this.
do.
I think the
I would
Emmaus
run
Theater
out.
would
That'd be a lot of
show
fun.
these.
So, Witchcraft 14, Angel of Death, it is available to watch on Tubi and Amazon. I guess you can rent it. Wonder if there's a different runtime.
What's the official runtime here? 1 hour 21.
Costs $3 to rent. It's 1 hour 21 on Amazon. So I guess it's
That's
just
the
an
full
hour.
movie. Yeah.
Well, why
So
don't we
it's
just
on
get the
Tubi.
we can get the uncut.
What is it on Tubi?
I don't think there is an uncut. I don't think. I just think they.
Oh, there
We'll
is.
see. I think it's
I
a
can find it
PG-13.
uncut.
Don't cut it.
Sterling
This
has
is
his own
serious
website.
film,
We can get it
guys.
from him. He's the
This
producer.
thing- There's there's no uncut.
There
There's
is.
no cuts to be undone.
There is. I know.
Witchcraft
I know. There's
14.
like a DVD. There
Oh,
has
it's
to
an
be.
hour and 19 minutes on Tubi, not an hour and
Here
20.
Oh,
it
there's
is, here
2
it
minutes
is.
missing.
Paul, he totally deserves this.
Why do I deserve
That's
this? What did I
what
do
we
to
are
you
doing next week. If you want to join the show, I don't know what I'm saying. If you want to watch along, you can check out Witchcraft 14, Angel of Death. Sure, why not? Half the people don't show up most weeks anyways anymore, right, AJ?
I mean, except for AJ. He shows up when he didn't even see the movie.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just teasing.
I'm here all the time.
No, we had like 2 or 3 weeks off. We're good. We're back on it, guys. There's no stopping this train, especially when Witchcraft is up next.
That's
And I'm
right.
excited to check it out. Closing in, Aaron. You got to feel good. We're almost done with the
3
series.
more. We
No,
can do
because
it.
this just means we're on to something else that's just equally bad.
Like the Ninja series. That sounds
I
awesome.
want to
Oh,
watch
that
the
sounds cool.
Ghoulies too.
We should watch Ghoulies. That'd be fun.
Gulai.
We could do Ghoulie again next year.
Yeah, we have a themed month coming up here as well soon.
Yeah, what is it going to be again?
Well, we have Dickmas,
December.
Merry Dickmas. Yeah,
The movie's a dick mess.
yeah.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's very good. It's
I'm
very
really
good.
looking forward to that.
All right. Spiv's
Warlock
hacking. So that
2?
means
Oh, there
I
we
was
go.
typing
Can we
my
watch
notes for next
that?
week.
Let's
No, we're
watch
not
that
Warlock
instead.
2.
no, we're not watching Warlock
After
2.
Witchcraft, yeah.
No. Well, maybe after Witchcraft.
No,
Not
next
in place
time we
of
get chipped or fingernails or whatever the hell that is, we're gonna watch Warlock 2.
So when can AJ and I watch the goddamn Underworld ripoff?
Nobody gives
I
a
guess
shit
AJ and
about
I just
that.
don't get to ever watch the Underworld ripoff.
Why don't you get together
What's
and
that one
watch
called?
that in
Dark
your
World?
basement or whatever and
No.
record it?
If we do an extra podcast, is anyone going to join on Thursday night at 9 o'clock?
Not for that movie.
I have
What,
I'm
next
teaching
week?
my class Thursday night at 9 o'clock, but whatever.
Whatever, AJ.
Yeah,
They can
class
tune
at
in.
9
They can
o'clock.
tune in as well and watch it with us.
There you go. Just do it live from your
Just
room.
put it on the other screen and mute while you have to talk to them.
Here's
All right,
how to
guys.
film a podcast. Shut up, kids.
Oh man.
All right, that's it for this week's episode on Neil Breen's Cade, the Tortured Crossing. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go to the iTunes. Actually, I think we got a new review. Did
Really?
anyone check that out? Maybe
That's
I made that
exciting.
up.
Here, pull it up. Pull it up.
I think I think I made that up. I think I left the review on someone's podcast, and that's what I'm thinking of. And I left a mean review because this podcast I was listening to is this filmmaking podcast, and they have a laugh track and clapping, and there's music all the
gross.
time during the, and it's just interviews, and they would make a joke, and it'd be like, and I'd be like, no, I can't listen to this. Anyways, so I left a nasty review, like I'm gonna do at the Burger Barn. Guys, next week we're watching.
Burger Barn looks great.
You can go there, Spiff. Next week, we're watching Witchcraft 14, Angel of Death. We'll get you here next time, guys. Good. Bye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. 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 We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.